Hey, hello, you guys. I hope you guys are having an amazing day thus far. All right, so I had to come on here and drop some nuggets with you guys, some diamonds, pretty much pure value. Okay, so I hope that you guys gain tons and tons of value from what I am about to share with you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so the topic for today is, why are you over there sweating? I know, why are you over there sweating? Okay, so I get it. You're probably like, oh my gosh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and you just feel like you're just all over the place, right? You have like a list of 5,000 things to get done, but you're only one person. Okay, so let me go ahead and help you guys clear that up quick, fast, and in a hurry, because I don't want you guys thinking that hello, I don't want you guys thinking that you are an octopus. Okay, because you're not. You're only one person. You only have two hands, you only have 2 feet, okay, and only one brain. So you have to utilize what you have. Hey, it's nice to see you too. So you have to utilize what you guys have. All right, so I'm going to share with you some tips that you need to go ahead and implement into your life, and as well as your business. If you are a business owner, go ahead and implement these things, and I guarantee you that your life and your business will turn around for the better. All right, so tip number one, you guys. Tip number one: stop being so hard on yourself. Okay, stop being so hard on yourself. I know, I can tell you, I have moments when I just want to throw my laptop like out the window. Okay, because sometimes things just don't work out the way that you want them to, right? So because of that, you guys, it is okay. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to back away from your laptop, back away from your phone, back away from your work area, and say, you know what? Let me just go ahead and take some time out and pull it together. Let me go take a breather. All right. And then you just go back at it. Once you have gathered all of your thoughts and you shift focus a little bit, then you're able to go back to what you were doing. Just that simple. So anytime you feel yourself getting frustrated, just back away. Back away from the laptop. The laptop didn't do anything to you. But you need that laptop in order to get some work done, right? So just back away, you guys. All right. So that brings me to tip number two. Tip number two, you guys, make sure that you are exercising. Okay. Exercise is so very important. Exercise gets the juices flowing in your body. All right. So when you wake up in the morning, even if you don't exercise first thing in the morning, that's fine. The point that I'm making is exercise, period. Exercise works wonders on your body. It helps your body maintain its stability. Okay. So in order for you to be fully functional the way that you need to be throughout everything, so that you can be more productive, you need to be doing some kind of exercise. So whether it's walking for 30 minutes, whether it's running, whether it's yoga, some kind of cardio, just something to get your heart rate up. All of those things can be done, you guys. So go ahead and implement exercise into your life if you aren't currently doing that. And if you are doing that, kudos to you. Great job. All right. So moving right along to the third tip. Tip number three, you guys. Tip number three: organization. Organization is so very key. Okay. So if your work area is a mess, if your house is a mess, okay, your car is a mess, anything that's a mess, you guys, believe it or not, it has a serious effect on your mentality. So chaos, you really cannot think clearly. Okay, so clear up your work area. Go clean your car out, clean up the house. Do all those things, and you will definitely be able to think a whole lot more clearly. All right. You'll be able to work better. And that brings me to tip number 4. Tip number 4, you guys, make sure that you have a plan, okay? Make sure you have a plan. Whether it's, hey Nikita, whether it's you plan the night before, you plan the week before, the month before, regardless, you guys, have a plan, okay? If you don't have a plan, you are automatically winging it. And we all know how winging it goes. Winging it normally doesn't work out so well, because when you wing it, there's so many things that are thrown at you, right? So many things that come at you unexpectedly. But if you have a plan, if things do pop up, because things do, happen, right? You are better able to handle that, because you already have an idea of what it is that you need to get done for that day, for that week, for that month, or even that year. All right. So one thing that I highly encourage you guys to do is, before you go to bed, okay, before you go to bed, have a concrete plan as to what it is that you're going to do the next day. All right. So for those of you that are coaches, right, a part of network marketing opportunities, all that stuff, you are probably in a leadership position. So with that being said, you want to make sure that you set aside time to coach people. You set aside time to train people. Okay? Don't let that consume your whole entire day, because you have things that you need to get done. Hey, Kurt. Hey. All right. So that brings me to tip number 5, you guys. Tip number 5. You want to make sure that you have a system in place. All right. The great thing about systems is systems will make your life so much easier. Okay. So if there is anything in your life and anything in your business that you can run on autopilot, guess what? Do that. Okay. Make it automated. Emails, text messages, any of those things, you guys, anything that is going to make your life that much easier, absolutely do it. Okay, your calendar, set up reminders, set up alarms, so that way you don't lose track of exactly what it is that you need to get done. Okay, even set up a reminder for family time, because I know, I have children, so things do get hectic throughout the day, right? So set an alarm to remind yourself, like, oh, I'm supposed to take the kids to the movies at 7:00 tonight. So that way, automatically, okay, this is the amount of time that I have to get all this stuff done. And when that reminder goes off, guess what? You stick to what the plan says. You take the kids to the movies. All right. So moving right along to tip number 6, you guys. Tip number 6. You want to make sure that you outsource, okay? And I know some people think that outsourcing is a bad thing. It's really not. Outsourcing just simply means that, look, I need some assistance with this, or better yet, I have no idea what I'm doing in this area. And that is okay. Embrace that. It's absolutely fine. You're not supposed to know everything. Okay, so if you don't know how to build a website, guess what? If you have the money to outsource, most definitely do it. I highly encourage you to do that, because you are going to use so much time making an attempt to figure that stuff out. Or better yet, you could say, you know what? I'm going to outsource, and I'm going to find someone that is actually willing to teach me how to do this. Okay? So work smart, not hard. You have to plan this thing out strategically. Okay? So moving right along to tip number 7. Tip number 7. Oh gosh, this is a really, really big one. Eliminate all distractions. Eliminate all distractions. So if you know for a fact that you have something that you absolutely have to get done, cut your phone off if you have to. Put your phone on silent if you have to. Turn off the notifications from social media. All right? On your laptop, put your laptop on mute so that way you don't hear anything. That you are completely focused on what it is that you have going on at that moment. Because otherwise, let's be real, it's not going to get done. If you aren't fully 100% focused on what it is that you need to get done, it's not going to get done because you're going to be half yeah. You guys know the word I was going to use. But yeah, you're just going to be, probably like 25%. But we want you as close to 100% as possible because that is the only way that you are going to go ahead and knock that stuff out. Knock that stuff out. All right. So that brings me right along to tip number 8. Tip number 8, you guys. Identify how much time it is going to take. Okay. Identify how much time it is going to take. So before I did mention to you guys how important it is to have a plan, okay? And you identifying the amount of time that something is going to take you to get done, that definitely helps. That's all a part of the planning process. So if you know for a fact that it's going to take you an hour to do something, make sure that you set aside that hour specifically for that, nothing else. I cannot stress this again. I cannot stress this enough. Turn your phone off if you have to. All those things are absolute distractions, you guys. So you have to get this stuff done. You have to get it done. Okay? So moving right along to tip number 9. Tip number 9, you guys. Make sure that you are leveraging other people's time. Not your time, other people's time. So for example, if you're in a network marketing opportunity, so the sole purpose of a network marketing opportunity is to leverage other people's time. So you want to minimize the amount of your time that you're using and use their time instead. All right. So that's what it's all about, you guys. You have to set all these things in motion so that you can go ahead and get a better grip on things. And that leads me to tip number 10. After you get all of those tips down pat, you guys, it becomes a system. It becomes a cycle. It becomes a cycle that you're like, okay, this is great. This is awesome. I can do this all the time. And then it leads to having positive habits. And positive habits lead to productivity. That's what you guys want. That should be the ultimate goal. Because the more productive you are, the closer you are to being your version of success. The closer you are to accomplishing all those goals and making your dreams a reality. All right? So remember, you guys, work smart, not hard. If you do not have the capability of doing that, guess what? Find somebody that can help you, or allow somebody to just completely take control of it. Outsource.